Well, let's start with the session, guys. So, first of all, I would like to thank each and everyone for supporting us. So, starting with the YouTube subscribers and the LinkedIn followers, Instagram, Facebook followers, and also the WhatsApp community which we had built a couple of weeks before, and it is tremendously doing good. And we could see lot of designers and the students are getting into the WhatsApp group, and we are sharing them the current market job openings. Also, we are sharing them the current the free webinars and the courses which are available from our site. So if you are again the first time visitor to this particular webinar, please do follow us on all the social media pages, and also uh, join our WhatsApp community. That is what I could recommend each and everyone. Yeah, so let's focus on this session today. So in the previous couple of sessions, so we had went ahead with each and every details about the master CAD course. So in that we had seen what and all the current market having the tools like SolidWorks, Siemens and 𝐂𝐀𝐄 and CREO, Fusion 360, Dassault system tools. So and what about the small scale industries, medium scale industries, the automotives? Okay, so what tools they are using it, and how we need to prioritize ourselves to consider the software for learning. So after this we went ahead with the SolidWorks tool. So we started with the introduction to the tool, the user interface, and the introduction to sketching. And today here we are with the session 3. So I'll be focusing on these agenda today. So I'll be again considering the introduction to sketching. In short, I'll take couple of exercises so that you can just have an hands-on on the SketchUp workbench. So after that we'll focus on the basic part modeling, and we'll try to cover one or two models, and we'll also see the basics of drafting. Okay, and then in the next upcoming session, so we'll focus on advanced topics like even the patterning and few of the advanced flex tools. Okay, or we'll try to cover each and everything which is needed for the designers and the industry professionals. Well, so let's get started with this. Before that, I would like to introduce ourselves. So we are Technocraft Academy. What exactly we do is we provide the trainings for students which are in the IT domain, computer science, mechanical. Okay, so we consider all the domains into account, and we have the highly professional skilled trainers into account. So we are mainly focusing on currently the spoken English, okay, the computer applications, the CAD CAM CA trainings, data analytics, and the full stack development course we have it. Okay, and the one of the biggest advantage from our side is we provide the 100% placement assistance. Okay, and we'll also support them in providing the interviews from the top-notch companies. And yeah, we try to help them to clear the interviews, and we also try to help them to build the required skill sets for that. Yeah, so people who are facing difficulties in speaking and having the public communication skills, also we try to help them to make them confident by using the spoken English classes. So if you people are interested, please do contact us. We'll help you out to gain the knowledge and skill sets needed for the particular domains. Yeah, let's directly jump into the software and see the exercises today. And yeah, this time I just splitted the screens, guys. In the next session I would like to use some of the advanced live streaming tools like the OBS and the Prism Live Studio, so that I should not do like this at the moment. So let's start with this session. So what you can do is start with the part template. Just use the shortcuts. So SolidWorks is all about shortcuts, and it is best known for the user friendliness. So I'll be taking the part as a template into account. Okay, and now this is what the user interface looks like. I'll just try to switch my background to white plain. Okay, and then now the screen is ready, the sketch is here. Let's try to finish it off. Okay, what you can do is you can start with the SketchUp workbench, the front plane. So the shortcut for me is Q. These shortcuts I had already shown in the previous sessions how you can configure it. So I'll just select the front plane, and now you could see auto rotate view is active and the screen is exactly normal to me. Now I can directly start sketching on this one. So First thing is you need to always start from the origin. So we have the origin here. Analyze the sketch and try to draw the rough sketch of it now. Okay, the second step is draw the rough sketch of it. So what I'll do is I'll use the shortcut C again to activate the circle command. I'll draw the rough sketch like this, and you can even just drag it down. You can zoom out a bit, and you can even draw 2 more circles here. You can directly give the on-screen numeric. Let's say here it is diameter 64. I would like to enter the same. Yeah. And now once you're done with this, I do need to have the 2 tangency arcs here. So instead of drawing the arc, so what I'll do is I'll draw a circle in short. Yeah. So I can even draw one more. If you want, you can even use the dynamic mirror tool, but right now let us have these circles here. Okay. Now you could see we have all the circles ready for to complete the sketch. So next thing is I need to define the geometrical constraint, the third step in the sketcher workbench. Need to remember that. Just select the control and define the geometrical constraints. Okay. First thing is I would like to maintain the relation vertical for this one. So just select these 2 points and select the make vertical option from the quick access tool. This is done. And now I need to have the reference construction lines. You can directly select the for construction instead of creating again. So I'll simply draw a line like this, and here also I'll simply draw one more line. Left click, hold, drag will create a single line, and if you simply left click and try creating like this, it will have the continuous line. Okay, remember that. So I'd like to remove this. Press delete key in the keyboard so that you can remove that. Now I could see my geometrical constraints are defined. Still I need to define a few more. I would like to do that later once I send the dimensions. Now next step is, the fourth step is define the dimensions. What you can do is you can use the smart dimension. Shortcut is D for me. Okay, I'll define the dimension. For this it is diameter 38. You can just mention the same, and there's one more diameter I need to define. It is 20. Yeah. So now once these 2 are done, I need to define the distance from here to here. It is exactly 75. Just define the same, and then this radius is 64. I would like to keep it as it is, not at the moment. Okay, and now inside one you could say it is exactly 34. So now it's almost done. We just need to have some arcs here and tangency. What you can do is you can just move these 2 here and just zoom in a bit, hold the control, select these 2 and define tangency. Similarly here also you can do the same. Okay, same thing this side I'm doing the same. Here also just select these 2 and define tangency. Once you're done with this, again activate the smart dimension and define the diameter value. So it is 64 is the radius. 64 into 2 you can directly mention, it will take. Similarly here also 64 radius into 2. You can even directly enter the equation so that it can automatically calculate and give the. Now you could see this done. Next step is I would like to trim this. You can activate the trim tool. Just remove this much here and there. It's done. Yeah. And now I would like to change this diameter value to a radius. What you can do is just select the dimension, switch to others, and in the leaders you have this radius defined. Similarly you can do the same this side. Yeah. Likewise you can just create the sketch. I hope this is clear, and the sketch is fully defined. You could see here in the screen. Yeah, so this is first sketch. I hope this is clear, and we'll see another one. So let's focus on this one now. Okay, what we'll do is again we'll try to draw the rough sketch for this. Before that, let me just zoom out a bit. Yeah, this is fine. I'll place it here. Let's draw this. Instead of exiting, I'll just delete this again and start with the origin. So this time again I analyze the sketch for the first time. You can consider wherever you want the origin. I would like to consider this as an origin because there are a lot of features here. So consider this as the origin. So C for circle, activate it, draw one circle inside. You can directly define the dimension this time. So it's radius 10. So diameter should be 20 for this. And then I should have one more. PCD, that is diameter 38. I'll have it here, and then the outside circle is of diameter 55. So once this is done, you can just exit the dimension command, and you can just select this circle and make it for construction. Yeah, so once you're done with that, you can focus on the circles. You can do that later also, but let us do right away. Just select this one, and the diameter is 12 for this. Enter. Okay, now you could say it is fully defined as it's on horizontal line. You can even use the circular pattern to pattern it. Just select this point as a reference, and this is the sketch. Entities to pattern as this 4, and yeah, you can select the angular spacing. Equal spacing is already active, no issues, so just click on green check. And now I need to make them equal, so what I'll do is I'll just select these all, and they should be a relation, make equal. So I think it is not fully constrained. Let us see what relation I should not apply this. Make concentric is also not good. Make equal is fine. Okay, let me see. It should be moving. Yeah, it is not exactly on this curvature. That is the issue. So you can just move it like this, so it should follow this particular curve. So now it is fully defined. Once you move the sketch, you could able to get to know. I'll just do it again, so you could see whatever the circle I had drawn it is not exactly in line with this particular circle PCD. So what you can do is you can simply drag and drop it on this, or else you can just select the geometrical constant and you can define it. Now this is perfectly fine. Yeah, now only change I should do is for the radius. This one is considered as radius. Just change this one to radius. Okay, remaining everything holds fine. Well, so I'm done with the first section. So now I would like to draw the rough sketch of each and everything. So what I'll do now is I'll start with the circles. C for circle. I'll draw 1 and 2 here, and then similarly I would like to have the tangent line. Before that, yeah, that's fine. Let me again draw 2 more circles here. One is here and another one should be here. Then activate the line tool. So from here to here, it should be a tangent. You could see once you have the tangent symbol just beside your cursor, you can just click, so that it should automatically maintain the tangents. You don't need to again create the dimensions. Yeah. And now next thing is I should define the distance from this one to this. The horizontal distance is given, it is exactly 20. You can have it here. And similarly from this again origin to this point, they are given it as exactly 45. Yeah. So once you define these dimensions, I would like to define the distance from here to here. It's been given as 100. Just enter the value here, and then make these two horizontal. Okay, now once you're done with this, you can create first you define the dimension for this, because it is necessary here to maintain it. So the outside one is diameter 40, the inside one is diameter 30. Yeah, so now you can just select these two and make them equal, and similarly these two, make them equal. Okay, now after this I need to create this particular arc. Instead of creating that, I would like to go ahead with the circle. Just define the tangency between these two, and again these two, and then just define the again you should drag it outside a bit, and then you define the radius 20, diameter 40. Trim, T for the trim shortcut, remove this. it's done, right? The last step is this circle. So what we can do here is I can start with the 3-point arc. That is good also. You can even see it is taking like this. So let me just start from this side, and here somewhat I like to hover on this, just not considering. Okay, now let me have the radius is exactly 98. Enter. Okay, now this is done. I need to maintain the tangency between these two, and here also these two. Now it is fully defined. I could see the sketch is complete, and it's completely fully defined. Likewise, you need to create the sketches. Yeah. Now I hope the SketchUp workbench is clear for you people. So let's focus on the part modeling. So let me just take you through simple example today. So basic part as this is fine. Let me take this one. Okay. Let's start with this part. I'll delete everything again. So I would like to again start with the sketch. So first thing is analyze the sketch. If you keep an isometric view, I need to draw this one in the could see I'll just exit the workbench. I'll make it isometric and Q is a shortcut. Now assume this frame guide is an isometric view. Now if someone asks you how come on which plane you need to start, okay, so for that, by just seeing in this model, I could see if I make the isometric view, I will definitely have this view, and I need to start on the front plane to draw this front face. Okay, so I'll do the same now. I'll start with the front plane. Now in the front plane, this is what the sketch looks like, right? What you can do is try to draw the rough sketch of it. Okay, so let me do the same. What I'll do is I'll start from the origin again. So let's refer this. So from here to here there should be a certain distance. I'll just click here, and then I need to have an arc here. So once, if you want to have the arc from the same tool, move away and just try to come here. Once you get the concentric symbol, just move it outside like this. Now you have this arc with you. Okay, and just finish it like this. You could see we have the rough sketch. Now just define the dimension for this. Inside is diameter 38. The radius should be, just do one thing, directly enter. If you don't want to calculate everything, 38 by 2, you can just mention it. It will directly take 19 here. Similarly, I need to have the dimension from this point to this point. It is already given. It's 51. Just enter the value, and if you do that, okay, I'll be having this distance, okay, from here to here. Now I need to define the distance from this point to this point here. I'll have it as 43. You could see the sketch it is showing here, right? And now, and this distance height is exactly 41. Okay, so from here to here it's given as 41. Yeah, so I think the sketch is fully defined here. You could see this, right? Now what I need to do is I need to create one more sketch, right? I need to have the same profile flowing here. For that, what we can do here is we can use advanced tool, that is offset. Okay, just select this offset tool and just select the sketch. Directly it will take, and you could see 38 radius is 40, in the sense it is 60. Okay, the offset distance should be 11. Okay, it is already given directly here, so you can enter the same value here, 11. You can even reverse the direction if you want, outside or inside. Okay, once you are done with this, I have activated the select a chain option. So what it is doing, it is trying to select the entire sketch. Okay, let me just click on green check. Okay, you could see the sketch is already offsetted. Now close the sketch by using the line tool. Left click, hold and drag, and now you could see it is completely a closed sketch. Yeah, so there is again a mistake. You could see the total distance is 107 from the center point to this particular origin is 43. So what I can do now is, so you can simply remove this dimension directly anytime. You can just again define the dimension from here to here. It's exactly 107. Yeah. Now the sketch is complete. Now what you can do is you can exit the workbench. For entering the workbench and exiting the workbench, I have set the same key shortcut, that is Q. Okay, could see it is done. If you would like to edit the sketch, you can just select the entity of the sketch and again press the Q here. Automatically it will try to get into the editing workbench. Yeah, exit the workbench, isometric view. Now I need to extrude this. So total distance is given 48. Okay, would like to do it with respect to symmetry. So I'll just activate the 3D instant tool. I'll just try to drag it, and I want to have the symmetry. Just press M. So automatically tool will try to have this symmetry here. I would like to have the dimension as 48. It's already been taken. Yeah, so if you want to change, just click on this, and here the dimension, that's not exactly 48, it is 50. Just change the value to 48. Yeah, good, right? And now next thing is I would like to draw this cutout. So for that I would like to sketch on this face. So what I'll do is I'll just again click on Q. Now I need to sketch on this particular plane. If you want, you can go to normal view and do it, and if you want to become a professional one, what you can do is you can just on this plane only directly can sketch it. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to do now. I'll again go with the line tool from the center. Okay, I'll just take somewhere here, I'll draw a line. Okay, and then I would like to have an arc here, and then I'll close this sketch. Now important thing is this point should be exactly vertical to this, and then I need to define the dimension. Let's do that. This radius they haven't given, but dimension they have given from here to here, it is exactly 30, and they have given the height for me from this origin to the bottom edge is 25. Let's define the same. Okay, it's exactly 25 here. You could see the sketch is created and it is fully defined, and I'll simply exit the workbench, and now I need to remove the material. The best option is again you can use the 3D instant tool and drag it inside to remove the material. You could see like this, or else you can just use the shortcut. You can go to the features and use the extruded cut also. Yeah, but this is what the shortcut and the professional way to handle the SolidWorks tool. And now once you're done with this, I would like to create the holes. So for that, what we can do is again refer the top plane here. Yeah, on this top plane, create a sketch. Now I would like to have the circles. You can just try to rotate like this, and here I'll draw one circle, and here one. Then these two should be vertical. Okay, and then the distance between these two they have given, right? You could see in the screen it's 22. You could see exactly it is shown here, and then there is the relation between this arc and this. So what they have done is they have created fillet, and they try to assign the concentric relation for these two. So what I will do is I'll first apply the fillets. So exit the workbench. Now the fillet radius they have given is 13. What I'll do is I'll just select this, and I'll click on this quick access tool, that is fillet, and define the value as 13. Radius is 13. Enter, and this also should be the same. Not the space, you can just remove this here, the space, select this edge. Yeah, and let me see, this is radius 6, so only this has the radius I think it is not radius 13. The value of this is radius 13. There should be a radius for this fillet is exactly 6 mm. Yeah, so let's change this value to 6. Okay, and then if that is the case, these two should be also selected for the same. Yeah, click on green check. Now if I try to do some editing on this one, definitely this will be suppressed. I'll show that. Now I would like to edit the sketch. Now what software thinks is I'm doing the editing here, and whatever the features are coming just below, it is not at all made at. Likewise, software algorithm thinks. Now what do we do with this? The best option is exit the workbench, move the sketch downwards. Then what software thinks? The fillet is already been created. Now if I do edit or create a sketch something, it will consider this fillet also into account. Okay, yeah, so I did this one. Now what you can do is just select this and this, make it concentric. It should not be concentric. What should be the relation? PC. Think these two should be tangent. Yeah, first let me define the dimension for these. So the radius is 13, so let me assign that. 26 is the dimension for this. Don't think so. The value of this hole is diameter 10. Okay, let me enter the same. Yeah, so this also should be the same. So let me select these two and define it as equal, so that the same diameter should be applied for this. I would assume the radius is this only. Radius is 13. So let us change that. Exit the workbench. So here, change this to 13. And once you're done with that, you could see it is showing you some symbol on this. It is Control B, rebuild. Okay. Now here you could see the radius of this is completely different. We can change that later, but try to finish this one here. Edit this sketch and let me see. This time I would like to consider the same relation. It should be concentric. Yes, now it is perfect. Yeah. Well, I'm done with this sketch. Exit the workbench, select the sketch, 3D instant is active, just drag it down. Okay, the hole has already been created. Again, I need to have one more hole. What you can do is you can simply edit the sketch and you can just go to normal to view from the top, and here I would like to have one more, a small pit hole. I'll create it exactly here. The diameter is 5. Enter, and it should be exactly at the center of this. So what I'll do is this and this should be horizontal. Now it is fine. Exit the workbench, isometric view, and now you can edit this feature and make it as through all, both the sides, so that wherever you have the material up to there, it will try to remove the material in short. Yeah, could see this is how it has done. Now once you're done with this, the change I should do for this fillet, now what we can do is just go to this fillet feature, edit this one and remove these two edges, unselect them, just click on them again here and click on green check. Now the radius 6 I need to assign for these two. Just select these two and enter the radius value as 6 and click on green check. Now you could see this model is ready with all the modifications. Now once you're done with this, you can change the appearance of this one. So let me just apply a material for this. You can go to appearances, paint. Let me take any of the paint, consider this. Okay, now I would like to change the color of this. Edit the appearance directly and let me change this to Yeah, this is fine. Okay, and now for the fillets separately you can change it, but let it be like this. You can even change the appearance like the metals. So let me just try to use the polystyrene. You could see this is exactly the realistic material. Yeah, now once you're done with this, I just wanted to introduce about the drafting workbench. Let's take this model into account and try to do the same. What you can do now is you can create the drafting for this directly. What you do here is directly switch from here. There is an option, make drawing from this part directly. So instead of saving this model and again bringing into the drafting workbench and trying to do everything, this is a shortcut. You can access. Okay, just select this make drawing from the part. Now it will ask you for the saving location. So what I'll do is I'll just try to save this. Yeah, on the desktop, let us take it as part 1. So it will be saved, and now it will try to access to the templates. So now here I would like to have the A3 standard. Okay, now if you want you can even customize it, and you could see it shows the width and the height of these directly. And if you want to customize the templates, there are a lot of templates also available. You can even check that and try to customize it, but right now I would like to take the standard. Just click on OK now, and automatically it will take you through the drafting view palette tool also. Okay, I could see view palette is active, the part 1 is also active, right? And now all the standard views are available. So what you can do is you can just drag and drop it. So before that you need to know the first angle and third angle projection, so that I will be covering in the later session. So what I'll do is I'll try to create the sketch using the third angle projection at the moment, just to take into account. So what I'll do is I'll take this front view as a reference. Okay, and now here once I drag and drop it, you could see there is an auto project option is already activated. So here auto project option, so what it try to do is automatically whatever the view you're gonna select, it will try to have the projections accordingly. Okay, so now I would like to have the isometric view. I can simply select it from here, drag and drop it. Okay, and then now if you want to have the projections, you can just select from here itself projected view for this, likewise. Okay, and also the top view for this, like this. Yeah, so once you have it, you can just place your model however you want. Okay, and then you can start assigning the dimensions. Let's say I would like to have this as a realistic view, so you can just activate this panel. In the display style you can switch, yeah, like this. And now if you want you can even change the scale option, 1:1 or 2:1. So let me just show that. It will also try to do that. Okay, let me just try to set 1:1 again back. If you want to make this only one kind of 2:1, just select this one here, this view, and only customize it for that particular model. Let me just try to do that, 2:1 only for this. Okay, it happens. Okay, so likewise you can able to customize only for the particular drawing view. Now there's an again advanced option in it. So once you have this dimension ready with you, I would like to assign the dimensions for this also. In the drafting we should have all the dimensions, right? So what do we do for this? There's an option in the annotation, model items. So what it does is for entire model I would like to have the drawing relations. If you want you can even have the whole callouts if you have it. If you want you can call all the annotations also if needed. Okay, and then just if you want you can just select the origin which can be accessed, even the construction lines also, and then click on green check. Automatically software will assign the dimensions, you could see, right? Now I would like to arrange them automatically. what you can do is you can select all the dimensions, and once you have this icon here, you can select this option, that is auto arrange dimensions. Automatically it tries to set up everything. You could see everything is perfect, right? Now I would like to change the format of this one, the radius. What you can do is you can just double click on this, sorry, and there's a format option again. You can just change the lattice to radius, and if you want to have the angled inclination also, you can try it here. If it is not possible here, we can even do it in documentation. So let me just show that. You can go to documents here, and in the document properties, dimensions, for radius you can just call here. I would like to have the bend option. Okay, you can just select this option and just click OK. So wherever you have the radius, it tries to bend. Can you see this? Likewise. And now there's one option for even diameter. I can do that. So let me just change it right away. For dimensions, diameter also would like to have this. Yeah, this is fine. And now this dimension, I don't need it. You can just delete it if you don't want. Now let's assume I would like to have this dimension should be copied here. What you can do is hold the control, drag and drop it to the next view. This is possible here. And if you want to move, that is also possible. Let's say I would like to move this dimension from here to here. Hold the shift, drag and drop it to this view. You could see automatically moved from here to here. This is how we can change it. Let's say if you want to change something, assume the length is exactly 107. I would like to make it 108. You can directly edit here also, and it will be changed in each and every format. Control B, rebuild is needed. Now you could see it is 108 here. If I switch back to the part template, you can see the dimension here also, it is 108. So this is called fully associative technique in the SolidWorks. Okay, so whatever the changes you're gonna do in any of the workbench, for example in the part, in the drafting, or else in the assembly, it will be changed in each and every template of the component. Yeah, so now once you're done with this, you can just save this one and it will be extracted as a PDF. So let me just show you that also. Let us save this, and yeah, so on this one, let it be as PNG. PDF is also there. Just click on OK, and automatically it will be converted into PDF, and you can just try to open that also. Let me just do that directly. So if you go here, part 1 is this one. You could see this is what the PDF is. Yeah, so there are a lot of things you can do it here. So yeah, so I think yeah, so in the drafting we had seen just nearby introduction, so not much into that. So if you want to just try to create few more parts, you can practice ahead. Well, let's do one thing. So we'll try to cover up one more model. So let me just drag and drop it here. I would like to use this split screen. Sorry, it's not doing it here. Okay, a minute. E- yeah, now it's been activated. Now let's see one more example, the simple one this time. So let's try to create. This is also kind of easy one. Let's try this. Okay, Okay, this is the corner block, you could see, right? So what we'll do is we'll try to create that. So let us start with the new part as a template. So now I'll again change the view plane at the backend, white background. Let's start with the again the front plane. So I'll try to use instead of, okay, let's start with the top plane here, because if I keep in the isometric view I need to have the same view. So let me just start with the top plane. Okay, I'll just use the isometric view again, activate the line tool, draw a rectangle. Okay, that would be great for me. So let me start with this corner rectangle. So from here to here, just a minute, it's not exactly the right plane for me. I'll use the isometric view again. So this is the top plane, yeah, isometric view. And then I would like to use the corner plane, corner rectangle. So dimension, you could see, right, it is given 70 this side, and this side it is exactly 80, right? Just enter. You could see the sketch is ready, right? So again, you can exit the workbench, drag it up to 65, use the 3D instant tool, drag it up to 65. It might not take 65, 64 is there. Just try to enter it or edit it here. Okay, this is done, right? Now next thing I should do is this cutout. Okay, the cutout distance they have given it as total 80 minus 25 minus 20 is 45. 80 minus 45, a kind of 35. I should have this. So for that I'll just select this side face. On this I'll try to sketch. Again, I would like to have the corner rectangle, so it will be easy for me to create again. So from here to here, yeah, this is fine. So there should be some dimensions given for this. So activate the dimension from here to here. It's exactly 35. Yeah, it's done. Now exit the workbench, try to remove the material. So inside, I would like to move it exactly up to 35. If the value is not available, just directly enter it here. One more important thing, directly enter the values. 80 minus 25 minus 20, none. Okay, that's easy. Instead of like cracking your head and trying to make the calculations, better directly enter. Use the advanced options in the SolidWorks. That's great. Okay, now I would like to have this cut out. Select this face here. On this I need to create that, so let me just try to use the line this time. So let me just close it and finish it like this. And now distance I should define from this point to this point. They have already given it as 38. Just enter that value and done. Exit the workbench and again remove this. Use the 3D instant, drag it inside up to 20. Done, right? Now biggest challenge is this cutout. I think it is quite difficult to analyze, right, how you can create it. Best option is try to have this. There should be a point here, right? It is not exactly midpoint. So what I will do is I'll just select this plane again. I'll try to have one line exactly up to 35. Enter. It's a midpoint actually, no issues. And I would like to make it for construction. Exit the workbench. Now we have the reference point here, or else you can even refer the midpoint. Once you have it, create a plane. So for that you can refer this one. Okay, reference plane. Use the drop down, create a plane. You can refer the first and second and third reference. The first reference is this, second is this, and third is this for me. Just click on green check. Once you have the plane ready, on this plane create a sketch. Again activate the line, just connect these points. It is the same sketch here, right? So once you are done with this, exit the workbench, select the sketch, and 3D instant is active. Drag it out. You could say it is adding the material, but how can I remove the material? So once you drag it out, you have the quick access here. Use the cut. Done. Yeah, so you can even hide this plane here. You can simply click on this, and this is how the sketch. And I would like to hide the sketch, and if you want you can activate the preview like this, or you can even apply the material. Let me go ahead with this polish, or let us have this one. Now change the color for this particular metallic appearance. Edit this and make it this color. Looks cool, right? Like to have this back again. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Yeah, so this is the basics of part modeling. I hope you got to know. In short, we try to use all the advanced techniques to create the components. Okay, and I believe our trainer will help you out to get into the tools or the softwares in depth like this. So yeah, well, let me just summarize this session, guys. So just to summarize, we had went through the introduction to sketching workbench, wherein we try to cover a couple of exercises, and we tried to use all the advanced options in it, and we finished a couple of sketches, and then we went ahead with the basic part modeling, and we had seen one example. With that, we tried to use the introduction to drafting also, and we just showed how we can just try to use the drafting and some of the advanced tool in it, and in the later sessions we'll try to use all the drafting tools. Yeah, and also we covered one more exercise where we tried to create the basic part model, and also we try to use how to create the planes. Yeah, so that's all about this session. I hope it is clear for you, and I would like to thank each and everyone for watching this session, and I would like to request all of you to join our WhatsApp community and also subscribe our YouTube channel. Also follow us on all the social media pages like the Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn pages. Yeah, that's all about this session, guys. Thank you for joining. See you in the next session.